People keep saying AI will replace consulting. If that is true, should you still try to get into consulting? And if you're already in consulting, should you stay? Before we can answer that, we need to talk about what consulting actually is. Most people get this completely wrong. Comment below. I want to see your opinion before your thoughts are influenced by my views. Let's just start from the beginning, so the rest makes sense. Hey, if you're new to the channel, I'm Ramin, currently strategy and M&A manager at a consulting firm, being around in this space for the last 8 years. And I didn't take the normal path into consulting. I was an immigrant. I didn't have the fancy degree. I actually studied mechanical engineering, did a PhD, absolutely nothing to do with business. And still, I ended up working at Deloitte, Roland Berger, and Knowit at the moment, receiving tens of offers from other companies and firms. None of that came easy. And if you're thinking about consulting today, you need to understand how AI is changing the game. But before we talk about AI, let's get clear on what do I mean by consulting. Consulting, in my view, is simple. Helping companies and decision makers make high-stake decisions when everything around them feels messy and confusing. That is the really core of it. And to do that, you need to be good at making sense of chaos, helping people align when they don't naturally agree, very common, breaking down complicated problems into something others can understand, navigating different personality and office politics, and lastly, talking to people who come from totally different worlds. This is the part of consulting most people never see. It's not the slides, it's the people and the problem behind the slides. Now, before I go further, let me make one thing clear. There are two types of consultants. The generalist consultant, this is who I'm talking about today. These are the consultants you see in strategy, ops, digital transformation, and etc. They jump into messy problems, help teams align, and guide decision making. The specialist consultant, these are people with expertise in one vertical: AI and machine learning, ERP implementation, cybersecurity, supply chain, finance modeling, and so on and so forth. You bring specialists in when a project needs very specific knowledge or a technical solution. In this video, whenever I say consultant, I'm talking about generalist consultant, the one who are hired to bring clarity, structure, and decision support. Not the IT specialist, not the SAP expert, not the AI engineer. Those are different roles with different expectations. Now, the pros of being a consultant, why so many people are chasing this dream. Let's look at 3 key benefits. Benefit 1, the money. In the US, you can earn 6-figure straight out of college at top firms, excluding the bonus and other perks. And let's not pretend that is not a big deal. Second benefit, the brand. Firms like MBB, McKinsey, BCG, Bain, and strong tier 2 firms carry weight. Being part of these social clubs carry weight in some social circle and can pave the way for the rest of your career. It's literally a badge of honor to some people. Benefit 3, the exit opportunity. Yes, consulting can open doors to tech, finance, startup, strategy roles, and MBAs. Consulting is the training ground. You learn fast, you meet important people, and you can switch career paths much later, much more easily. Now, let's look at the 3 most common downsides or cons of being a consultant. Con 1, in my view, the pressure. Things move fast. Client expect result, and there is always something urgent. On average, you have at least moving twice someone at industry. Con 2, in my view, the hours. Some weeks are calm, meaning 60 hours. Some weeks are brutal, plus 70 hours, vary firm by firm. Some expect all-nighters even if clients want result now. And because of this, you can't predict which week will be which. Contrary, in my view, is that you're always being watched. Partners, managers, clients. Someone is always forming an opinion about you. Tell me, what's your biggest reason for wanting consulting? Money, prestige, learning, or are you concerned about joining consulting at all? Pressure, hours, or having a big brother breathing down your neck? All right, drop it in the comments. Now that we understand what I mean by consulting and what are the pros and cons, let's talk about how AI is changing the consulting playing field. Here is the truth. AI in its current form is not replacing consulting, but AI is not even making consulting life easier. AI is only replacing the boring, repetitive, mechanical parts like Googling, summarizing PDF, creating basic slides, gathering all materials, cleaning text, drafting the first version of something. Yes, AI can be better than humans in majority of these grunt tasks, but the AI is not replacing trust, judgment, storytelling, dealing with politics. The human part stays human. And it becomes even more important. Because of this dynamic, the mechanical part in consulting is getting faster, so clients now expect something very different from consultants. Here is the biggest change I've personally seen, and you will feel it immediately once you work with clients. Clients now expect you to be AI prepared before the meeting even starts. Let me explain my experience here. Recently, I was in a client workshop. Someone used a firm-specific term, something only their employees would normally know. Before AI, I could say we're still learning your business. Now, they gave me a look that basically said, "Why didn't you already know this? Didn't your tool help you prepare?" They didn't say it loud, but the expectation was clear. Clients assume you already read all their materials, you already understand the basic, you already know the main terms, you already connected key dots, and you already used AI to prepare. So they expect you to focus on the human part, guiding decisions, staying calm under pressure, helping them think clearly, connecting dots across people, teams, and politics. AI can handle the boring parts, but clients expect you to handle the thinking. And yes, they expect you to use AI. But if you let AI do the actual thinking for you, it shows. It looks shallow, it looks lazy, and honestly, it looks bad. You're supposed to use AI to support your brain, not replace it. The thinking part is still your job. This is the new harshness, not ours, not a slides, but showing up clear, calm, and ready from day one. Have you noticed client becomes less patient? Tell me in the comments. Now, the important question, which consulting firm will survive this shift and which one won't? Here are 3 simple layers you can use to judge whether a consulting firm is actually ready for the AI era. Layer 1, in my view, is what I call identity. Do they know who they are? AI-forward firms have a clear purpose, who they serve, what problems they solve, what outcomes they deliver. If a firm is confused at the root, AI won't magically fix them. So if you're doing your due diligence online, researching, or coffee meetings with individuals from the firm, if those are not checked, that is red flag. This first layer, which I call identity, tells you what they say they are, but their operation show you what they actually do. Layer 2 is operations, how they actually deliver work. You can get a sense of their operation of the firm if you ask people inside the firm or listen carefully during interviews. In a real AI-forward firms, research teams deliver in hours, not days. Slide teams produce design same day. Analysts don't waste time searching for old documents. AI retrieves years of knowledge instantly. Roles get updated when they stop adding value. If a firms handle their internal operation like this, they evolve. And of course, they're honest about what needs to be changed. And the third layer, this one exposes the truth instantly. Layer 3, behavior, how people actually use AI. Here is where you see if a firm actually walks the talk. In a real AI-forward consulting firm, you'll notice that different levels use different AI tools in ways that fit their job. Not because someone told them to, but because it genuinely makes them better. Analysts use tools like Perplexity or Claude and AlphaSense and others to speed up research, gather facts, and turn messy notes into clean slide text. Managers use AI to break down problems, plan work streams, and organize all information coming from clients, consultants, and other sources. Tools like GenSpark or Otter can help them keep track of everything without drowning in notes. Partners use AI in a totally different way to sharpen pitches, scan new topics quickly, or brainstorm fresh angles before a major client conversation. In these firms, there is no one AI department and no single magic tool like ChatGPT that everyone depends on. Everyone at the firm, from analyst to partner, use AI in their own lane, based on their own responsibility, to build their own version of second brain, to help them work smarter and faster. If you see this pattern, the firm is future ready. If you don't, think twice. Have you ever seen a firm pretend to be AI forward? Comment below. I've seen plenty. Now that you know how to evaluate firms in the age of AI, let's bring this home with one honest thought. So, is consulting still relevant in the age of AI? Yes, but only if you understand this. AI is not replacing consulting. AI is replacing the old version of consulting. The consultant who will survive now are the ones who can get and embody at least these 5 traits. Thinking clearly, understanding people, staying calm, adapting fast, and use AI as leverage. Most consultants won't adapt, but those who do will outperform everyone else. And honestly, if you're an underdog, like I was, this new version of consulting actually gives you a better shot. Tell me this, which part of consulting do you think AI will never replace? Put it in the comments, I want to hear your thinking. If you're trying to land a consulting job, watch the next video. I'll show you how I broke in, despite being the kind of candidate most firms would normally overlook. If you're an underdog, this one is for you.